So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Trauma Theory. First thing first, soak this in. Prepare for it. It's gonna be wild. That has to be. This song is the song which has to bring these players to bed leading on to Thursday's game. Thursday's game is gonna be wild. Thursday's game is gonna be massive. The stadium is gonna be full. That environment is gonna be lit. The fans are gonna be there. As always, the players have to turn up to it. And the entire body of Roma has to prepare for Thursday's game. Thursday's game means a lot. Thursday's game, as much as top four, I would still love to say, is our priority. You know, the next round of the Europa League is more of something that the fans want to achieve. Obviously, the players in the club too. But you see, reaching another stage of a big tournament, which isn't the Champions League, but it could be argued there are tougher teams in the Europa League than the Champions League this year. Just getting on to the next round, just being in that draw this Friday is all that we are asking for. And yet it feels so close, but yet so far away. That's definitely how to sum things up. Because it feels so close, we know the environment. I'm confident about this game. But at the same time, it also feels far away because we've lost the first round. But we can't be influenced about that defeat. We've lost it. Unfortunately, we didn't deserve to lose that round, the first leg, but we did end up losing it. Now, we are definitely in a disadvantageous position, but you look at the bookies, and the bookies are confident. Roma goes through. You look at experts, and experts say Roma goes through. You look at what Mourinho said and what we've discussed earlier today in the post-match Verona game, and according to Mourinho, the team is gonna go through because the confidence is gonna be at its peak, and he's asked all the 75,000 fans to be there and prepare one of those sold-out stadiums which we will never forget in the space of 50 years. All I have to say is that if you're going there on Thursday, if you do have a ticket, it's something which you'll never forget in your entire lifetime. I'll be there. I'll be documenting it for you guys. I'll be documenting it just like I did last season with the Conference League game. Hopefully, it's going to be a comeback, and hopefully we advance into the next round. But look, today we're going to speak at typical match preview. We're going to speak about my predicted 11. We're going to speak about the importance of the game, and we're also going to spare a few words on them. Now, let's start by speaking about them, because they have their biggest defender out. They have Pavlovic, who received a yellow card against us, which makes him out for this game. Now, Pavlovic is the balance of their defense. He's not only the one who provided the assist for their goal, but he's also the most physical defender they have. And this can definitely be an advantage to us. However, we also have some players which have got question marks. Now, before the Verona game, we had two players which had question marks on, Pellegrini and Dybala. And then after the Verona game, we also had another player with a question mark on, Tammy Abraham, because he got subbed out of the game after 15 minutes, headed to the hospital because he had a cut and apparently he had a little surgery. Now, out of these three players, one player is 100% going to start this game. And we're speaking about the captain, Pellegrini. In fact, Pellegrini was sitting on the bench against Verona. It was more of a precaution it was more of a precaution. He did have a little muscle problem, but it was more of a precaution. He's going to be ready for this game. And I know there are a lot of Pellegrini haters here, which are going, well, no, Pellegrini can't and doesn't deserve to start. And as much as part of me could agree with this, the other won't. Because Mourinho will not let Pellegrini sit out for this game. Mourinho loves Pellegrini, and Pellegrini, according to Mourinho, is one of the few pivots. You know, Mourinho has a few obsessions, and his obsessions are, in my opinion, Cristante, Pellegrini, and Smalling and Mancini. I think, and Ibanez too. These are the players which Mourinho would never get out of the pitch, and Dybala too. So Pellegrini is 112% going to start this game. Then we have Dybala. Dybala has a doubt on, because as much as the confidence last week was positive, feeling that Dybala could start this game, Dybala can still start this game. But today he trained individually. Now that means he only has tomorrow and half of Thursday to train with the team. And in fact, people are saying that tomorrow's day is going to be the day where everything is going to be decided. I've put Dybala in this because I want Mourinho to risk Dybala. Now, you know me, I'm not someone who likes to risk. But why am I saying this? I'm saying this because their next Serie A game is not only against the bottom of the league, and I know we can't underestimate them because they threw ourselves out of the Coppa Italia, but we are playing against the 20th team in the league, and we're playing on a Tuesday night. That means that we have almost a week after the Salzburg game of Thursday to prepare for our next Serie A game. We're not playing this weekend. We're playing on Tuesday, which is weird as hell. But that puts some time in this and some energy back in the players' legs. So you know what? Risk Dybala. This is an all-in game. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. If his condition is very bad, which I highly doubt it is, but if he himself is stopping to be on that pitch, I put him on. If he is obviously saying, no, if I play I'm going to get injured, then obviously keep him out. But if it's a little question mark, and if it's Dybala who's saying, I'm still not 100% fit, but I want to play this game, then Dybala should play in my opinion. And then the last player is Tammy Abraham. I've put Tammy on. But the updates on Tammy are that he either has to play with a mask on, or otherwise he has to wait 10 days. And I don't know. Do we risk Tammy? Because obviously playing with a mask does limit your vision. But you look at Osimhen and what he's doing with that mask, and you're kind of tempted to put Tammy with his mask on. I don't know. It's maybe a good luck mask in this area, but I don't know. I think again, Tammy has to decide what he has to do. Tammy's going to try and play in training sessions in these next few days. If he is saying he can't see and the mask is limiting his vision, then put Belotti on. He might not score the goals as much as Tammy, but he works hard. He fights. And yeah, so the biggest two question marks are on Dybala and Abraham. But due to the fact that I'm a very optimistic person, I've put both of them in my predicted 11. But just realize that the two could easily not start this game. We definitely have a disadvantage, in my opinion, especially if Dybala doesn't start. Because, you see, one thing which I'll say is that I really see extra time in this game. I hate extra time. I highly hate extra time. Really, 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 really don't go to extra time. But I have a feeling we could go to extra time. Because, you see, to go to extra time, even a 1-0 win could be valid. And we loved winning 1-0. I think it's fair to say, in preparation for this game, if we concede a goal, I think it's done. Especially if Dybala and Tammy aren't on the pitch. If we start without Dybala and Tammy and we concede an early goal, I think we can call it quits. Because there is no part of me which believes we can score more than... Well, if they concede a goal... Well, if we concede a goal, we have to score 2 goals to go to extra time, or 3 goals to go through. There is not in a million years, no part of me believes we can score 2 to 3 goals without Dybala and Tammy on the pitch. So our defense has to play a big part. We cannot concede. We've been good. We're coming from like 5 consecutive home game clean sheets in the league. These are good stats. Our defense is a good defense. Ibanez, Mancini, and Smalling are playing really well. The problem is, Rui Patricio is always a bit of a liability. But yeah, I think we can freely say that if we concede, we can't concede. We cannot concede. Because then we have to score more goals. But that's kind of how I see it. We could still come back, don't get me wrong. Football's weird, but I think if we concede a goal, it's going to be very hard for us to go through. We just have to... What I hope happens is the same start as the Bodo Glimt game. That we basically score a goal after 30 seconds. If we get an early goal, oh my god, it would help us so much. if we could get a goal in the first 10 minutes, if we get a goal in the first 10 minutes, we're going to go through. Because the environment is just going to pop up. Even if we don't score a goal in the first 10 minutes, the environment is going to be lit. But if we score a goal after 10 minutes, we're going to completely electrify the Salzburg team. And that's how I feel it. Right, let's what are your honest thoughts on Pellegrini? He's not playing well, but Mourinho is not going to put Pellegrini out. And I kind of agree with Mourinho. I wouldn't put Pellegrini out. Because we've seen this with Tammy. If a player is having a tough moment, all he needs is to play a game, which is controversial. But if a player is having a tough moment and you sit him on the bench, then he will never be better than before. So start him, in my opinion. He has to be better without a doubt. He has to show more leadership, more... But I also add that in the first half of the Salzburg game last week, I didn't mind Pellegrini. I actually thought he was one of the best. Before speaking about the predicted 11, let's say a few words on two players. No, one player. Cristante. Cristante is so good recently. Cristante is throwing this to Cristante haters. Is putting this up their ass. You know, Cristante is playing so well lately. He played so well against Verona. He played even better against Salzburg last week. He's just lately, and I know he's very inconsistent, and this is a reason why he could easily bottle this game, but he's just so immense. He's everywhere. But that's what I want to say. I think I've said this many times. Cristante is a player which doesn't get enough credit. There are a lot of players which, in my opinion, don't get enough credit. Cristante is definitely one of them, 100%. I think he works so hard for the team, and the fact that he's slow, we just have this fixed image of Cristante being shit. If anyone thinks Cristante's shit, I hate to say, but you don't know Bo. Because Cristante is so important to this Roma side. Obviously, if you put him in a Real Madrid jersey, he's never going to even start a game. But seeing the importance of this team and seeing how we play, Cristante recently has been one of the best. So yeah, right, let's move on to the predicted 11. Classic 3-4-2-1. Rui Patricio, Ibanez, Smalling and Mancini in defence. Four midfielders. Matic and Cristante in the middle. Even though, I'd have to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind putting Bove in instead of Matic. Because we need goals. And Bove provided the assist of Solbaken's goal against Verona. Bove's fast, and after what Mourinho, kind of said to him, I think he can really boost that confidence. But I'm going to put Matic because of experience. This is a game where mistakes are going to mean so much. We don't have time for mistakes. These are 90 minutes, potentially more if we go to extra time, where every mistake is going to have its own repercussion. We have to be accurate, we have to be solid, we have to be confident, and we have to be experienced. And I think Bove won't start. I don't think Jose will start Bove. Wijnaldum, people are asking. I think it's early. And I know I put Wijnaldum in my predicted 11 last week. But I just think he still needs time. I can see Wijnaldum start on Tuesday against Cremonese without a doubt. But this is an important game. You know, that you're a fast side. So yeah, that's something which I'll say. Right, my two fullbacks. I've gone with Spina. And again, I don't like not putting El Shaarawy because El Shaarawy is living a great moment. I would love to put El Shaarawy in this, but you also have to give it to Spina. Spina played phenomenally against Verona. I know Salzburg is better than Verona, but you look at the form Spina was in the last game, and I think you have to start him. So I'm going to give it to Spina. On the other side, I'm going to give it to Zalewski because he rested against Verona. And that means El Shaarawy's out. El Shaarawy could start if Dybala's out or if Pellegrini doesn't want to... If Mourinho doesn't want to start Pellegrini, which I highly doubt will happen. There could be a change in formation. El Shaarawy could start this game. But I don't think there are going to be massive tactical changes. And I think El Shaarawy is the one who gets cut out of this. Because Spina's played such a good game. That's what I'll say. If Spina hadn't played such a game against Verona, El Shaarawy would have started this without a doubt. And I keep on saying without a doubt, but yeah. And then Pellegrini, Dybala, and Tammy. People saying Pellegrini has to be dropped. Mourinho's not going to drop Pellegrini. I can bet all the money I have Mourinho is not going to drop Pellegrini. And this is not my predicted 11. This is what I think Mourinho will choose. And he will never in a million years drop. The only reason why Pellegrini can not start Thursday's game is if he says to Mourinho that he's still not fit. So that's what I'll definitely say. He's not going to drop Pellegrini. He's not. 100%. Simon, we got the squad to compete every 3 days. I am talking about quality players every... No, we don't. But I know everyone here wants to go through to the next round. We just have to. No, it's not like we have to. Again, I've said this so many times. Our responsibility is not to win this trophy. We could get thrown out by Salzburg and we can say, well, our responsibility wasn't to win this trophy. But we're a team and we want to go through until the very end. And I'm sure the players will fight, and I'm sure the fans will fight, and I'm sure the manager will fight. We do not have the team to play every 3 games. But imagine we face Barcelona in the next round. And I know they're going to get thrown out by Manchester United, but imagine we face Barcelona. Who wouldn't want to see Roma-Barcelona at the Olimpico? Who not? Who? So, we want to go through. We just want to go through. It's not like the fact that we don't have a good team, a good squad depth, means that tomorrow the players are gonna just snob it and who cares about it? You know, not tomorrow. Thursday's gonna be a vital game. It's also gonna mean a lot when it comes to finances and stuff. We can get quite a lot of money from advancing into the next round. Drop Matic and put Pellegrini as DM. I was thinking about that, but we also need... You see, Pellegrini's not physical. Pellegrini cannot play as a DM. So, I'd rather have Matic and Cristante. And they might be slower, but this links with what I said at the start. Matic and Cristante have a good defensive awareness. What I said at the start is that if we concede early, the game is gone. We have to avoid conceding. And I think putting Pellegrini as DM with no physique is a big gamble. But yeah, right. I mean, speaking about them, how are they going to prepare this game? They're just going to try and find an early goal. And they're going to park the bus 100%. They're not going to come in Rome to try and beat us 3-0. Because they're going to try and, first of all, make the most of our mistakes. Second of all, they're going to counter-attack us. And third of all, they're going to park the bus. These are the 3 things which Salzburg are going to do. And you look at the first game, Salzburg are not an amazing side. I've said this in the Salzburg game already. I don't think there was a big difference in the team which beat us last Thursday under Salzburg and the team which beat us last season under Bodo Glimt. I don't think Salzburg deserved that win. They barely ever attacked. But football is football. They made the most of our mistakes and they won that game. But when it comes to talent, they're a good side, but I don't see a massive difference from the Bodo team. In fact, the Bodo team managed to score 10 goals past us. I know in 3 games, and one of the game was with all of our reserves. And I know the team is different this season, but I don't think there was a massive difference. I just think I'm confident, and I just know that the fans are going to win it on Thursday. The fans are going to bring it home. The fans are going to make us advance into the next round. It's going to be wild. It's going to be fucking wild. But yeah, right. Look, I'm not going to drag it any further. I've said all I have to say. Predicted 11, how they prepare, how we prepare. Why is Maddie not playing? And again, this is another thing which I'll say. I'd start Maddie, but the fact that Maddie hasn't played a game for 5 months now, it feels like, it really means his fitness is going to be poor. And we need players who are ready to play this game. So as much as I'm a good admirer of Mady Camara, I wouldn't start him in this game. Because we need players who are ready. Camara got basically didn't play football for 4 months. So I wouldn't start. Simon imagines Salzburg turning into prime Napoli at the Olimpico. Nah, they won't. Well, let's do a bit of that. But yeah, we're going to win. I'm confident. I'm absolutely confident. The fans are going to win it. I think the atmosphere is going to be wild. And I'm going to try my best documenting the best things ever. The best vlog ever. It's probably, if the result comes, if the comeback comes, 100%, it's going to be the best vlog which it has ever been published on the channel. So, just believe in it. Believe in it. Fight for it. Want it. Put pressure on them. And yeah. I mean, anyone who's going at the stadium on Thursday, including me, I want everyone here. Even if you're watching this from home, I want everyone here, no matter if you've got children at home or brothers and sisters who don't care about football, or you're in the middle of a family dinner. All I want you to do, wherever you're watching this game from, is to have your voice over at the end of the game. I want your voice to be gone. I want you at the end of the game not being able to speak. That's what I want. It's not a torture, but come on the boys! Right. Simon, how are you? Roma proceeding, go, Roma or go. Nice one, Bernard. Logical says, if he wasn't the captain, he'd be benched. It's a very mad sign when you have to bench your captain. Think it's necessary, but I think it's necessary. He's not captain material, neither in form nor attitude, says Logical. Pellegrini plays best at CM and every 3 games. But yeah, look, I'm going to catch you tomorrow for Mourinho's match preview. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. It's a big night tonight because Napoli are playing. Napoli are playing tonight in Germany against Frankfurt. Liverpool against Madrid. It's going to be a good Champions League night. Napoli tonight. Yes, agreed. Break them down systematically. Jose style efficiency is going to be lit. This is not the same Salzburg beast of 2-3 seasons ago, so savage gentlemen. Which hotel is closer to the stadium? I'm planning a trip to watch AS Roma. You'd have to research it, man. I'm really not too sure. There isn't one hotel. There are probably multiple hotels around the stadium. But yeah. I'm confident. I hope everyone... In fact, let's look at the results of the poll. Just to prepare us for Thursday's confidence. Let's see what people think. Are we confident or are we not confident? 85% says daye. 50% say no. That 15% of no will be turned into a yes. Look at me jinxing everything now. But no, you gotta be confident. You gotta be optimistic. We're gonna go through. It's as simple as that. Salzburg fans, prepare your luggage back home, because your adventure in Europa League is not gonna last long. There you go. I also rhymed it for you guys. But I'll catch you soon. Simon out. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and everyone in the comments of the video, spam it. Daye. Spam it. Like the video, everyone, before leaving the stream. Don't forget to smash it. Smash the like button. Click the bell notification button below, so you'll be notified when the vlog will go out. And yeah, stay tuned, because the entertaining video of me traveling to a country which the lineup decided is gonna be out in a few days. So I'll catch you soon. Simon out.